Hey, what's up, guys? Purple Gym Live Sports. I'm back. Some more NBA talk. So this is going to be kind of free agency news, but more of me talking a little bit more about Kawhi Leonard. So as you guys know, Kawhi Leonard still hasn't made a decision on who he's going to sign with. Right now, it's down to three teams, more like two, because I did see somewhere that it's really more based on the LA Lakers and the Toronto Raptors. Even though the Clippers are probably a sleeper, I do like the Clippers as a better team than the Lakers, especially because of the Clippers are already built out. They kept pretty much everybody from last year. So if I'm Kawhi Leonard, I don't see a reason why you wouldn't go to the Clippers because that team is really filled out. I did also read somewhere that he'd like a second star to play with in the Clippers organization, but to me that wouldn't be too hard to do just because of the trades you can make because of the assets that the Clippers have. So that's not going to be too hard to do. But in the Lakers sense, the Lakers only have LeBron. They only got Jared Dudley, Anthony Davis, Kyle Kuzma. Well, I've said many times I'm a fan of Kyle Kuzma. And there's somebody else that I'm missing, but their roster is really fixed on we want three superstars. Now, while that's great, I've already told you guys, filling out a roster around at least two superstars to me is better than kind of having three, and then you kind of have to make decisions on what you're going to do to your bench and your reserve roles. So the way the Lakers are going, they missed on so many key free agents that they could have got with all that with another max spot that you could have used to fill with reserve players, more starter players, because they're waiting on Kawhi Leonard, which I understand because they want to go big. You know, glitz and glamour, LA Lakers, they're the big franchise. But time and time again, like I've said, guys, filling out your roster and making moves that way can actually lead you to prolonged success instead of having to really switch out pieces year in and year out with three superstars. Key example, Golden State. Because of success that they had three, four, or five superstars at one point as well, that they had to look for different avenues because their spending was so capped. That's how ridiculous it was. Excuse me, sorry. So to me, Golden State's now on a different track where now that they have their three superstars, plus they have D'Angelo Russell, if they keep him, which I like the option of keeping him for the 4 years and seeing where it leads. He could be actually be a guy that they actually lead the franchise to once Steph Curry, Clay, Draymond actually pass on because superstars get old. You know, guys get old. So I like this experiment where they're going to see where it leads. But, man, it's just – I do like the move that they made for Anthony Davis, but once again, guys, I don't like how they're waiting for Kawhi Leonard. To me, that's going to be their one thing that's going to, I think, going to do them in this year because everybody's like, oh, they got LeBron, they got AD, they have a chance of winning a championship. At first, I thought that, but then I thought, yeah, but who are they going to add now? You shipped off half of your roster to do it. You shipped not half. You shipped off three players, and you shipped off a draft pick. You know, you shipped off Lonzo Ball, who to me was pretty promising, even though he was a slow development player. You shipped off Josh Hart, who I had no idea who the hell he was going to be, and then you shipped off Brandon Ingram, who it somehow was missing. It was very inconsistent. Even though at the end of last year, before he got injured with that infection in his arm, he was looking like he was going to start scoring more consistently. Looked confident, was balling out of his mind. Shipped off those players, got Anthony Davis. Great. Whoop-de-whoop. Okay? You got that. But now you're in a situation where, like I said, you're waiting for that superstar. If I'm the Lakers right now, you're in a situation where the free agency is drying out with quality players everywhere. So you got to go out and you got to look to get players, trade. You don't really have any trade assets. So what the hell are you going to do now? You do have that max salary cap spot. Do you want to trade for somebody good and take on a bad contract? If I'm the Lakers, I do that and see who the bad contract is and maybe get some value out of it. But at this point, the Lakers to me you went from a championship contender me to on the cusp of being out of championship contention because of the waiting period that you're in. So, but to the Toronto Raptors, I like their roster. They bring back Kawhi Leonard. They bring back Danny Green. I think those are the only two players that are really contract-wise that they're waiting on, besides Jeremy Lin, I think. To me, Toronto is either the first or second. I'm flipping between LA and Toronto because to me those are the two teams that if Kawhi went to, they'd be championship contenders. They're already ready. Those are the players from last year's team that are still there. Because guys, you don't get it. If you're bringing on a superstar player, but you have a team in place with great executives, then he's the only player that you have to really get a vibe with. That's something that he should be looking for, not just for. I understand that he's a big fan of Kobe. Kawhi Leonard is. That was his idol. But man, at this point, you're at a point where you're gonna be. You're already if you leave Toronto, you're gonna be losing $50 million. So if you're leaving to me, you might as well go to a place where you're going to be pretty much not guaranteed, but you're gonna be at a place where you can win. To me, if he goes back to Toronto this next year, then they win the championship because that team is built. They got the pieces. They went through it last year. They know what to do. They've been through that. They know the process. That's the team if you want to go repeat, go do that up in Toronto. But if you want to go to a new team, go to the Clippers, bro. That would be me. If I'm Kawhi, I'm either thinking about the Clippers or Toronto because either of those teams have great executives. I'm not saying that the Lakers are in a bad spot. I'm just saying that I trust more what the Clippers and Raptors are doing because I know that they have great executives. I trust executives who are in the business of knowing what they're doing instead of a team that still is filling out their executive or just kind of they're leaking everything. They're leaking everything. The Lakers, whatever news that they're getting, Kawhi Leonard says something, says nothing. They're still leaking things. I don't like teams that want to leak everything to seem like they have an advantage because you look insecure. The Lakers right now look insecure because they don't know what's going to happen. They're waiting. When you're waiting for something, you start to get antsy. You start to get nervous. The Lakers look insecure and nervous because it seems, I don't know who's leaking it. The Clippers are quiet. Now, are they braced for a heartbreak? I don't know. But I like the Clippers and the Raptors because guess what? They're quiet. They don't sound insecure. They're just waiting. They're waiting patiently. They're not just throwing things out there. I don't like what Magic Johnson did. He had a conversation with Kawhi Leonard. Now he leaked the conversation basically. So, look, before I end this video, because I'm about to hop off of here because I want to thank you guys for listening. This was a great video for me because I like talking to you guys, explaining you guys what I think, my process of things, if I was in that situation. But man, it's just, as much as I like the Lakers team because I was a fan of the Kobe Lakers, I actually still watch quite a few videos about the Kobe Lakers because it's so interesting how that team was really built, just, to watch them and stuff. But wow, getting this LeBron era of the Lakers off to a bad start because to me LeBron is he's just dealing to me with nervous people in the front office who are looking like they don't know what the hell they're doing, like they haven't been around the park. So wow. But yeah, guys, I think that's gonna do it for this video. Once again, Purple Gym Live Sports, talking guys about sports and guys about Kawhi Leonard. What I would do if I was in this situation. What are the better situations? Clippers, Raptors are in the best situation. Lakers are still developing. They're still gonna fill out their roster when you get there. You're gonna be cash strapped. You're gonna have to contend with the hard cap, getting players on minimums who either are great or they're at the end of their careers. So yeah, you know what I'm saying? So even though if the Lakers did get those three, I think they probably would win the championship because that's a lot of star-studded talent. So, but thank you guys for watching Purple Gym Live Sports. I'm out of here, and I will see you guys next time.